Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I want to go over with you to build a housing joint. Basically is a vertical timber that sits in. So sometimes students do put the timber like so and they mark a line like so. Look, that's okay, you can do that. But what I like students to get into the habit of is actually physically marking 35 millimeters with a ruler, or in this instance with a tri-square because it has a ruler. That way it helps them with their mathematical component when it comes to woodwork, and if they choose to move on to building and construction, it will actually help them. It will certainly, it's a great aid for them to do. So I've marked that one as well. What I also like to get students to do is also mark the center line. This is another thing that I like to get students to do. So we're cutting this one, excuse me, and we're cutting the middle. Then what we do, we come at right angles. I've marked it already there, marked it already there, marked it already there, marked it already there. I don't have a gauge with me, but what I do is I use a chisel just to mark that line. And what I do is I put a little incision there, and that way it's a nice straight line, and we end up with a nice straight cut. Same thing here. Nice line in there. And that way we end up with a nice straight cut. So now I don't have the vise at the moment. I'm installing my vise, but for the time being, what I've got is I've got a couple of clamps that I will place inside. Students, we're using a wide. This is a 32 mil. I've also got a 25 mil wide chisel, and I've also got a 12 mil wide chisel. I say to the students, when we go up this way, we only go halfway, and then we'll turn the timber around and do the other way. But for the time being, what we do first is let's make this little cut. So what I get students to do is place the tenon square on that line and just gently make a slight incision. That's the first thing, a slight incision. Then we do the same thing here. And all we do is we go to the bottom of that cut line there. And we follow that line all the way through. Okay, just a slow movement. Okay, and we do the same on this one. And all we're doing is we're just going to that mark there, which is roughly about 4 millimeters. Okay, now what we do is we grab our timber mallet, and what I like to do is I like to have the flat part facing up and the beveled part facing down. The only reason I like that is because it gives students a little bit more control. So then I go like so. So, only to the halfway point, which is the line that we put in there. And like so. Okay. So, this. Keep going. Okay. And next one. Okay. That's pretty much what we're looking for. And then what I get students to do is I get students to use the wider one and then come at 90 degrees. So I get them to do this one. Again, I have the flat part facing up and the beveled part facing down. I find that it gives students a little bit more control with their coordination. And then we go around this side. So we're always going away from us. There. Sometimes it might need a little bit more of a cut on that side. And that's okay. That's okay. And sometimes that's basically it there, guys. Okay, guys. So thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, guys. Bye.